she's doing her best. She's doing her best, you guys.
Yesterday's storm caused a food delivery robot to get stuck in high water. This happened on Melrose Place in West Hollywood, just outside of the dermatology place there. The little robot was doing its best, but like many LA drivers, it got overwhelmed by the downpour. Hopefully Coco was able to go around the flooded intersection and find another way to get the job done. Poor Coco.
You're listening.
Yeah, like all the time I'm listening.
WATB. With Christian, Eric, and Carl sometimes.
Listen in your office, in your car, or even your close your eyes. We're going to give you a big surprise.
And here it is.
Welcome to Who Are These Broadcasters on YouTube, where we belong. Oh my gosh, you don't even know how close we were to having a real shit show today. But back here on the program, the great, the one, the only, Mr. Eric Zane. How are you today, Z?
Never better, sir. Thank you for having me once again. And I'm excited to do this.
Yeah, and I think you tend to stay above the fray. You had no idea what was going on.
No, you filled me in that the boss again tried to wreck everything that we've built here. And then down to the final minute, he managed. I don't know what he did, but frankly, I'm getting sick and tired of cleaning up his mess.
After Point Double Point had to move to Rumble yesterday, I did send a Rumble rant. It was only $1 and I could use like 150 characters. It's kind of a steal. And I did say that, I can't believe I have to tell Eric Zane that you're ruining the channel that we have worked so hard to build. And really so hard. By the way, Calverton's has a theory that Carl used his just do it powers of persuasion. I don't know. But people were surprised because I think a lot of people were watching Point Double Point over on Rumble yesterday. And apparently on that show, Carl showed a video of Ethan Ralph, who is a just terrible human being. But I guess there was a young lady under the desk and she was not shining his shoes, so to speak. And there was a strike for that, even though you never saw anything.
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm a little confused at the strike. Why? Like right now, I'm doing that. I've got like a couple of young boys under this table right now.
Yeah, I mean, but we know that. I mean, there's, please. There's a chat that I don't understand, but you can go ahead and read.
It says at Ching.
Well, who is it?
Yeah, it's from at Ching Chong Chow. And it says, hold on one second. This is no Lumble.
I don't even get that. I don't even know what's going on. By the way, to celebrate being exactly where we belong, being on YouTube, I wanted to make sure that I did my part to spread the wealth. Thank you, YouTube, for realizing the error of their ways so that we're here. Look, these gifted memberships are free for you, but I just paid for them. So, we do have, they've got to grease the wheel a little bit, so
your commitment is unbelievable.
I want to make sure people get to enjoy the benefits of being a YouTube member. They will absolutely enjoy two bonus episodes every month. I think one later today, actually.
By the way, I wasn't here last week, but I just want to mention, welcome in to all the new audience members from the Kevin Brennan Show. I know you're hurting, and I'm wishing him a full recovery. This just happened, I know, but you'll get through this as much as we bust his balls. Everything's going to be just fine.
Well, that sounds great. And I was very distracted by something that it turned out not to be important.
Okay, good. No worries. Well, I know there's been a lot of news happening.
There has been. Yeah, I wanted to make sure. But, so enjoy the gifted membership, the 5 people that I sent it to. But now we got to make up for the fact that I just spent $25. And EZ, how do we do that on this show?
Well, thank you, Christian. What you do is you support the show with your, I call them super chats, right? I forget. It's been so long. So if you give us a super chat with $1 amount of the worst thing you can have Christian sign off with, hopefully a horrible slur about various ethnic groups, he will sign off the show with that, the one with the highest dollar amount. Or if you just feel so inclined to throw money our way because you like the work that we do, we're not going to turn that down. We are not above any type of bribe. No. So thank you very much. We just ask once. We're just asking once.
We've already gotten gold folds. Thanks for the 2. Strike you for that list below 2 fruits. That's fine. $1 for each fruit. That's the way it works. Now that I know that Carl doesn't get a third, we're just going to split that right down the middle. We'll.
By the way, how does he make money if he doesn't take any of? Does the channel get cash because we're doing this shit show?
No, but we don't generate that much revenue. Although the last couple of weeks have been pretty good. I'm not going to lie.
No, he's doing us a favor, is what he's doing.
Yes, he is. It's community outreach. By the way, this comment from Final Draft can't go without being mentioned. Best show on the channel since losing Who Are These Socials. I was always a big proponent of Who Are These Socials. I said many times.
It's a great show. I don't get it.
It's my favorite show on this channel. Although now that I've been on Dabbleverse Live, I like that show too. I was never on Who Are These Socials, so clearly Dabbleverse Live is the better show. What else do we want to let people know? All the different ways that they can support us. There's so many. There are so many things that they can do. One of them is leaving us a voicemail. I've got two. I keep meaning to play them, and then we run out of time because, a couple weeks ago we did like a 2 hour and 40-minute show. So I wasn't going to be like, all right, now let's listen to voicemails at the end. So I'm determined. Try to make sure I remember to not forget the voicemails, but you can.
Oh, sorry.
All right. So you can leave a voicemail for us at 585-612-1388. I did not realize that there was a celebrity in the chat. So please bring up that message that Tom Meyer. So is there a ceasefire between you and MLC or, I think it was a one-way conflict that.
Yeah, we don't have any problem with him.
Not with him. No. I mean, he can do it. He can do his business. It was.
Oh, I like Kevin. And he didn't
He did wish you dead, though. Remember?
What's that?
He did wish you dead. Remember that?
He did, which I laughed at. He just it wasn't even a stream snipe. He just played our show and just sat there and fucking stared. Hey,
No.
Hey, what are you doing?
He did actually
do this every day.
He did actually stream snipe us the next week, but I never watched it because I wanted the cycle to end. EZ, I know you're in the middle of performance art, but I wanted to take a minute, and I'm sorry that this borders on banter. If we had a sad version of the banter jingle, I would play it. But I wanted you to take a minute and explain why you weren't with us last week.
Yeah, it was a rough period of time from the last time I was on to this time. My dad ended up passing away, and that was, you can imagine, just a shit show. So we're doing a lot. The funeral was in fact Friday, so now we got that behind us. It was sad. We're all sad, but time marches on.
And I thought it could be fun.
Thank you for letting me do it, though. I mean, thank you for covering for me.
Oh, no. Well, you have to thank E-Rock and Lucy because we needed two top-notch pieces of talent. You thought I was going to say pieces of ass, didn't you? We needed two top-notch talents to fill in. Well, there you go. Chad's missing upper lip. Did he die of embarrassment? Now, Eric, I don't want to try to capitalize on personal tragedy, and I think whatever his last words to you should stay private, but his last words to me, he actually called me a couple weeks back and he said that he wants people to go to hackamania.com and use the promo code BEARS because not only will you save 10% on tickets April 10th through the 12th, and there's shows all 3 days, you will save 10%, but also our buddy Eric Zane might get to go. Since the last time we talked about this, Husey has used promo code BEARS. Husey will be there, and he used promo code BEARS.
That is so nice of him.
I have one other person who I won't call out that is still a very firm maybe. And they said if they do go, they will use promo code BEARS.
That would be 4.
Yeah.
Would be 4.
No, we're at 4 now.
Oh, then that would be 5.
Yes, so that would get us up to 5. So, but I didn't know if you had a fun story about your dad that this audience might enjoy, just a fun remembrance before we dive into the usual. And honestly, we're hearing nice things from people in the chat, including MG82, who said it with money. So I think your dad would appreciate this comment more than this one. Because this one doesn't have any money to it. This one's got $2. So sorry about your pops, brother. So, but if there was what would make me laugh? Who cares about?
So my dad, his stories are lore. They're legend. And a few years before, right now, he was a pallbearer at a funeral, and he said something as my dad pushed the casket into the coffin and slammed the door of the hearse. And I did it on Friday. I did the same thing that my dad did, and everybody got a big laugh out of it because back then nobody knew it was coming. But my dad pushes this coffin in of this loved one, slams the door, and he has a very thick ethnic accent. And he goes, he like slaps his hands together like he's dusting them off and goes, "Let's eat." So that's what I did as I pushed him into the casket. I said, "All right, slam the door. Let's eat." Rest in peace, Dad.
Rest in peace. We'll call him Papa Zane, just for the sake of show business. Well, yeah, we were more than happy to fill in for you, but we're glad to have you back because if you're back, then that means we can head right over to local news.
WATB, who are these local news? Who are these local newscasters?
Before I even clicked on this video, I read the description and I thought, oh boy, our chat is going to have a field day with this one.
Some frightening new video from the Memphis Zoo after a primate damaged its enclosure. Watch this video. It shows this chimpanzee charging and shattering the inner layer of safety glass right in front of a group of teenagers. They alerted staff immediately. A zoo curator says that those teenagers were not to blame.
They call them the young monkeys teenagers?
No, see, we're already starting, which is great, which is why I start off.
I'm so confused here.
So the teenagers were on the other side of the glass.
I didn't see the teenagers. I saw the monkeys.
The teenagers.
I thought they were calling the monkeys teenagers.
It's
That's
very
racist.
confusing. That would be racist. But the teenagers are there on the other side of the glass, and they're saying that the teenagers were not at fault for this chimpanzee's behavior. But I do want to point out that they don't do this for no reason. It's not like, oh, today's the day I'm going to make a break for it. Now, maybe there was, I don't know, maybe he was gay for one of the teens and he wanted to get some of that. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that, well, first of all, the fucking monkey didn't even hit it that hard and that breaks. What a shitty zoo. I mean, come on. One day they're going to bust out for sure. Thank you, Dave.
Chat's missing upper lip. I don't even understand this.
Yeah, that's way too early. We're not talking politics.
Michelle Obama wilding out.
Right, Michelle Obama wilding out.
That doesn't even
even apply to what we're saying.
And then Chad going 2 for 2. Abraham Lincoln is rolling in his grave. Calverton's has a theory that they were wearing short shorts, so that might have set them off. And Hamilton Burger, chimps and teens. They were jerking off on both sides of the glass. You know, that right there so far is the comment of the day. The only thing that would have made it better is if you put, I don't know, $5, $10, $20 to it, but still really good comment. Really good comment.
By the way, I cannot believe how much money rolled in from the Kevin Brennan episode. Holy shit. Thank you, Kevin.
So much
Kevin, you're a good egg. You are a good egg. God damn it.
I know I said I don't care about these kind of things, but because he cares so much, I had to check. He did a 5.5 hour show that day, and we made $20 more than he did.
Uh-oh. Hey, how you like them apples for one day? We were better than you.
Yeah, but that was the only day. We also made a ton of money last week, by the way, probably because Lucy was on.
Make sure you give it to those folks. I mean, don't give that money to me.
Who am I giving it to?
You give it to Lucy and Eva.
Oh,
and
well,
you.
Yeah. Well,
Dick.
I don't know. We'll see about that. Maybe I'll just keep it all for myself since you weren't here.
You could. I don't care.
They'll never know.
I did a whole bit today on my show about how much work you do for this show and how little I do.
You do the heavy lifting because you're much sharper than I am, you know, and you're much quicker to generate hateful comments. I need to craft them the day before and write them out on a big cue card. Otherwise I forget how to say them. And Calverton's is right. Show me the numbers, show me the money. And by the way, Ohio Dave, I think you actually might be right. We did make $20 more than Brennan on that day, but that's all right. So if we're seeing animals, then this is kind of nightmare fuel stuff. I feel like stuff like this happens at probably every fast food restaurant, but you don't want to see it.
Discovery forced a fast food restaurant to shut down. 3 rodents were spotted at the McDonald's location in Dinuba. This video was shared by ABC 30 insider Jesse, and he says the footage was taken inside the Walmart Supercenter where the restaurant is located. Now that's on Almonte Way and Alta Avenue. Action News reached out to the Walmart location about the alarming incident.
And they said it's unacceptable, and we'll fix it, until it happens again. I mean, the thing about this is a high profile McDonald's, a McDonald's inside of Walmart.
Yes.
So everybody's eyes are on what's going on there. Of
course. Yeah, that's a tough one to get out of. I mean, as soon as you see the rodents there, that means it's a pain in the ass, the goddamn health department. You never get over that.
So Ohio Dave says he puked in his mouth. And Chad's missing upper lip does point out a McDonald's inside of Walmart isn't clean. No shit. And the great Vinny Carlino. You got to give it up for Vinny Carlino. Vinny Paulino's here in the chat. He says, hey, I thought we nuked this channel. Carl successfully appealed.
He did appeal, and thank God. And which the whole idea that there's someone at YouTube you can call, which I guess there's like a person you can talk to that Shuli is like personal friends with because his show's been whacked so many times that he like tipped Carl off. What a unbelievable. What a last second save that is.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And by the way, Calverton says those were chicken nuggets that escaped. So anyway, thank you. But like this was just horrifying to see. But a much more fun animal interaction happened down under in Australia.
Have you ever seen 2 koalas square up? The furry heavyweights were spotted on a roadside, locked into what looked more like a sumo wrestling match. The 2 combatants brawled for a couple of minutes on the Victorian street before calling it quits and climbing back up a gum tree.
That looks like that high school wrestling, the collegiate wrestling.
Where they wear like the headgear.
Yeah, it's actual wrestling where they're checking each other's oil and other shit like that. And there's some fucking dad screaming at them.
Do you think that they were fighting? Because, I mean, this kind of looked like me and my high school girlfriend on prom night. I feel like
it is. You would wrestle your high school girlfriend on prom night? Were you like trying to hold her down?
I mean, I might have,
God, I had no idea you were a rapist.
No. I think we were just roughhousing and accidentally, something might have slipped in. Vinny Paulino. Shuli knew a Shuli. That's exactly what it is. The Shulis can get together. And Spaz Cat, great to see you. Hey, guys, we appreciate that. I don't even know what that means. Blatt's girlfriend didn't wrestle. She knew karate.
Oh, okay. It's a racist joke.
You wouldn't have liked her, Chad.
That's
she was Jewish.
Yeah. When was your first Asian girlfriend?
That's a great question. The year 2000. Yes.
Did she become your wife?
No.
Oh.
I met my wife in 2004.
Yeah, you sampled the fortune cookie. You were ready.
She was Japanese, half actually.
Whatever.
Yeah, that. We're learning some important things about each other. Now, what I want to make sure is that I'm not wrong about this. I shared a couple clips with E-Rock and Lucy last week, and they hated my girlfriend, Carissa Codell. And I want to see her latest video. You tell me if she's still got it easy or if maybe I'm just blinded by, how I'm down with the thickness. And you can tell me that maybe we need to take a break from her.
The international.
Oh.
Every single week. And I was like, what now? What now? Opened up the Fictionary and every page had a picture of you. Happy International Women's Day to me.
Okay, so the Fictionary. There's again. She is on a network affiliate in the Ozarks in Missouri, and she reads basically. This is like Jimmy Kimmel's mean tweets.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Fictionary? Is it worth continuing on the video?
I think she's jumped the shark. She looks good.
No.
I like her appearance. I like her spirit. She's nice.
Yeah.
But the other thing that stands out to me is the difference in her speaking voice to her puker broadcast voice.
Yeah.
It's a little bit disconcerting to me that it's such a deliberate focus style. You know?
Yeah, I think she was known for that voice first, so then she figured, okay, I'll use that. Well, let's try one more.
No. There's some muscle, but still quite obese. Sure, that's obese.
That's like Stuttering John showing off.
Okay, she's getting sensitive now because she's showing her muscles.
See, some of them are fun, like the Dictionary is fun, but using the word obese is like,
right.
I mean, she's a big girl, but obese just, it sounds like it's a disease.
Most
this
girls
one's
already
hateful.
Yeah,
there's some muscle, but still obese.
And by the way, Chad, thick bitches need love too. Yeah, so thank you, Chad.
have something like this. Another one of the
Okay,
yes.
she's
Move
she's
over,
tough.
Polly Pocket. We've got Polly shipping container now. Did you guys ever chew on a Polly Pocket jacket? Was that ever a thing for you guys?
I don't know what she's
No?
doing out here.
There's too many dudes in the room. That's what they're saying.
No,
I know what
So
she's
I'm
referencing.
the only one chewing on Polly Pocket.
Oh, I know what a Polly
jackets
Pocket
right
is,
here.
but I don't know
We
if
do
it's
have
true.
a graphic
Jacket,
to help you visualize.
Okay, check this
now,
out.
Man with a van said, I like my news anchors like I like my waffles, and included this picture that says thick and fluffy. What kind of van is very important? Unmarked.
So, do you feel like we've had enough of her for a while?
Yeah, there's a on my second and embarrassment scale, I'm at a 3 out of 10.
Okay. Well, I think that what I'm probably likely to do is go back to some of the older videos when the bit was newer. What do you think about that?
Okay, sounds good to me.
Because now she's been at it for a few months. This is a story that I feel like will speak to many members of our live chat right now.
A Seminole County man is accused of having sexual performances with a vacuum cleaner in public at a resort. Now he is locked up. According to investigators, video shows Kevin Westerhold roaming the halls of.
Does this look like a guy who'd fuck a vacuum cleaner? Because
no, actually, it doesn't. He looks like a guy who'd be like a gym teacher.
Yeah, I've seen people. We've shared videos on this stream of people who I think would fuck a vacuum cleaner, but Kevin Westerhold does not look like allegedly.
At all. I did not. I mean, he's a good-looking guy. He could probably get tons of puss. What the fuck's he doing putting his dick in a vacuum for?
Or balls, whatever he's into.
Windsor Hills Resort in Kissimmee without any clothes on and engaging in a sexual act with the device. Further investigation revealed another incident reported by his HOA. That report details a similar performance with that vacuum in the street. Deputies say
what I love about him is that he doesn't just fuck a vacuum cleaner once. There's a 2:00 show and a 5:30. It's like you just, depending on when you're wandering around, you're going to see this dude fucking a vacuum cleaner.
So I'm trying to picture how that's enjoyable.
The probably the suck of the vacuum cleaner.
So is it if you jam it all the way up to your balls, it's going to make a seal?
Yeah, probably.
That is, I got to try that to see how that works because.
Can you please try it, but not on the live stream on this channel?
No. But I have not. I can't figure out how that's enjoyable. I didn't realize that just the suction is enough to make you spurt.
Our buddy, the One Pun, became a YouTube member, and that wasn't from me gifting.
He wasn't already? I thought he was.
Well, I think you can come back.
Oh,
so yeah, that's probably what it is. But anyway, One Pun, we're glad to have you there. Make sure you check out the bonus episode, I think later today, and the recordings on Saturdays. We were talking about things that we could see at a fast food restaurant earlier. This one wouldn't really make EZ and I think much of anything, but there's a Chipotle that is being accused of being racist.
And walking into a building and you see something hanging from the roof, the first thing your mind goes back to is slavery. And the fact that it's still happening today in 2026, people are still being hung, and it's supposed to be taken as a joke, it's not funny. And all I got was a text message, "Are you done?" That's all I got. No, are you okay? What happened? Do you want to talk about it?
We reached out to Chipotle's corporate office asking about this incident. We received a statement saying, in part, quote, "The employees involved said that there was no racial motivation or intent behind the display referenced in the social media post."
There's a bunch more, but so what there was I guess a skeleton hanging, which this was not Halloween time. This was recently. So
okay, which is
that makes
weird.
it makes it more confusing. And so the woman in the clip talked to one of the employees, and that's what she's saying is that the response was, "Are you done?"
Now, is it suspended by the neck, or is
that's
it
what I was trying? That's
suspended?
why I went back. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I
Can't tell.
I think that's what they did. I'm not quite sure. You can get away with being a little bit racist to Halloween, but not really Easter.
So that means anything that's hanging is racist. So if you're a skydiver and you get stuck in a tree and you're nearby where these people say you, they're gonna say, "God damn it, that's racist." Holy shit. I mean, I can't, I don't know. I think context matters here, don't you?
Yeah. Well, the employees were fired and the display removed. So,
well, maybe that's
take
what
these
they were
concerns
trying to
very
do. I can't
seriously.
imagine.
Yeah.
Time. Enough is enough.
She did get a lawyer, though.
And what
she wants some of that
I would have to
Chipotle
say
money
to the CEO of Chipotle.
And that's a lawyer who's like, well, who has the money? The guy who owns the Chipotle here in town? Nope. I'm going to talk to the CEO.
Is what you perceive as being offensive may not be what I perceive as being offensive. Therefore, we must have sensitivity training to make sure we're all in tandem.
Do you want
Must
that
be.
from your
Must be,
Chipotle?
really.
You want them to take sensitivity training? You feel like
No,
that's
I
important?
want them to give me my fucking food in a quick manner. Take my money.
What I'm much more concerned about is that they wash their hands. I would like them to not take a shit and then just start rolling up my burrito. That's all I want.
Chipotle, I'll walk by the display and not be interested. McDonald's, rats, yes, I would be concerned. That's a reason to concern ourselves with anything.
I would step over a rat. So every week on this show, I try to remind everybody of something really important. That every mic is a hot mic. Even when you're on a Zoom conference call and you think you've muted your microphone, like a professor at Hunter College in New York City. So, and I forgot, I left that there so that I could get her name. Allison Friedman caught on hot mic dropping blatantly racist comments about Black students. So you're going to have to stick with it for a second because you're not realizing who's talking. But she also doesn't realize she didn't mute her microphone. So there's a bunch of kids on this chat, and one of the students who speaks is indeed Black.
Another important policy for me is our speech program. I've been receiving speech services since first grade. I attend Mr. Goldman and 2 other students on Fridays. He delivers lessons and helps us fit those skills into our lessons.
Black schools that like they're too dumb to know they're in a bad school.
So that part you heard very clearly.
Yeah, Black students are too dumb to know they're in a black school.
Yeah.
As there's a little Black girl
talking
about how they need this funding for their programs.
Which this is a delightful X account called I Expose Racists. But they were kind enough to blur out the child's face, the minor speaking, but you can get a sense for why she's saying this. But Professor Allison wasn't done.
I mean, fuck. Apparently Martin Luther King said it. Like, if you train a Black person well enough, they'll know to use the back. You don't have to tell them anymore. They're just
Allison Friedman, what you're saying is absolutely hearable here. You've got to stop.
Allison.
I know the crickets even stopped chirping. And I do believe that the live stream ended.
I'm sorry, sweetie. Go ahead, baby.
Oh, no. So they let the kid talk.
No.
Yeah.
Go
So,
ahead, baby.
So in case you didn't hear all of it, she said they're too dumb to know they're in a bad school. And then the second one was this is what she said. If you train a Black person well enough, they'll know to use the back. You don't have to tell them anymore.
And
so
she was quoting King, though.
Yeah, well, that's what she said.
That's what she said. I don't know if King said that.
It sounds more like Don King to me. So I don't actually
Billie
know.
Jean, or I don't know, whatever. I don't think. Who knows? Maybe he did say that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a scholar. I mean, look what I'm doing with my life. Obviously, I don't know is what it comes down to. But in any event, there is really only one segment that people come to this show for. And we haven't done it in a few weeks. So I think people need one thing.
WATV, who are these bears? Who are these bears?
You remember we spent weeks, actually we spent months keeping an eye on a bear in Altadena, California, not far from here, with very funny and warm personality. Ken Johnson was his name. So Ken Johnson was able to get rid of the bear from his house.
Yeah.
But it's a big neighborhood.
Continue to follow the saga of the massive bear squatting underneath houses in Altadena. You'll remember this video from last week when the Bear League was able to get the 550-pound bear out from under one man's home after nearly 2 months. Well, we've learned that bear has been living under another home. That homeowner told reporters he didn't mind the bear staying there. Now that same bear has moved again under a third home where he was not welcome. The Bear League stepped in to help him get out of that house this past Sunday night.
If I lived in that area, I would make sure to put up some fencing around my home.
So he can't get underneath your home at all.
Yeah, good point. That everybody knows.
I don't know about you, Eric, but I would put up some fencing. I think that would that would probably go a long way.
Something to discourage the bear, like block the entry. I don't know, maybe.
Really, we'd really try just about anything, but yeah. So anyway,
Chad writes, "Let one bear in the neighborhood and it all goes to shit." I don't know what that means.
I don't even understand that. So they did reference that Ken Johnson was able to get rid of that bear with the help of the Bear League, which I think the Bear League needs to get more attention because it appears to me like they're doing the Lord's work.
In Lake Tahoe, right underneath the cabin right there, look at this. A mama bear and her 3 newborn cubs settling into a crawl space. Their new home sweet home found by mom for her newborns this winter.
Okay.
The nonprofit Bear League documenting the new family. For years now, the team there helping to keep the bears and the community safe. Reminding families to secure their crawl spaces underneath their homes for this very reason.
Go, he's out.
They've helped get bears out before.
Go.
But this time, when they got a call a few weeks back about a bear under a house who they've named Rose, Rose then gave birth to triplets they've named Echo, Oakley, and Storm.
How are you feeling about
those? Are horrible names. Those are horrible. If you had to choose between a New York City squatter living in your home or a bear with cubs, what would you choose?
A bear with cubs.
Absolutely. 10 out of 10.
100% of the time. This was on the national news. This was the ABC World News Tonight. And they spent a good 4 minutes talking about these bears. But you latched onto the same thing I did. Those are terrible names for bears. And I think they could do better. And since we're talking about bears, I think everybody in the audience could probably do better by going to hackamania.com. Use the promo code BEARS. Save 10% on Hack to the Future, Hackamania 3 in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, April 10th, 11th, and 12th. You'll save 10%, and we're really trying to get easy there. He's gone through a very emotional time. He has
use a break.
He could use a break from family trauma and also a washed up hack comedian saying that he want him dead. Ohio Dave, why does Easy only share the racist board chats? I'm asking for a friend.
I'm not doing it. You think I'm doing that? That's not my job.
Yeah, I might do it once in a while. But the Belgian Cowboys fan, thanks for €5, which is the leaderboard right now. Solid show, boys. Make sure Just Do It doesn't get any of this. I prefer the thickness. Scola! So I appreciate that. Should they be named Uniqua, Obama, and Luther? I'm not quite sure what you're getting at, Chad, but those are better names. Okay, so we have a quick visit over to awards shows.
Who are these award shows? Who are these award shows?
It's been a few weeks, so people might not remember what happened at the BAFTAs. So I think I need to share our favorite clip where a man with Tourette's did something that is now known as pulling a Zumach, the word that he used. Let's refresh everybody's memories on that.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making. We're here.
Okay, so we knew that happened, and it was a topic of conversation at the NAACP Image Awards a couple weeks ago, hosted by Dion Cole. I think you'll hear him talk about it in a moment.
I want you to bless our sister Nicki Minaj, Lord. Yes.
So he's, having a call to prayer, basically. So he wants the Lord to help him with Nicki Minaj first. A great joke. I love this cutaway where it's just like, probably can't laugh. Look, they're having some fun with it, but there's been a lot of talk about Tourette's since that happened and how it's a serious affliction. I do think it's worth pointing out that it may be a real affliction, but it's fucking hysterical. And I think that somehow got lost in all of this. Lupus isn't hysterical. Leukemia definitely not that funny, but Tourette's, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, seriously, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, but I appreciated that from Dion Cole, keeping it alive. And yes, it was just an excuse to play that clip again. Thank you. All right, let's head over to the main event, and to do that, we have to go over to politics.
Who are these politics?
It's already 3 months into 2026, and we haven't even once visited with our buddy Nick Fuentes. And you might think, oh, that's probably for the best, right? Not here, where, white supremacist, anti-Semite, America first, Nick Fuentes is pretty good for content. And some people watch him talk and they go, I don't know why he's so successful. And I think it's because of the rapport he has with his fans, the most ardent fans. And you're going to see how long I've had this clip because there's a Christmas tree in it.
XL gear. Happy holidays to you and your team.
Yeah, we caved to the fat people and we finally gave 2XL. So many of you fat, disgusting pigs were begging for double XL merch. We literally wouldn't sell it because I didn't want fat people to wear the merch. But I guess we have so many fat slobs. People said, well, I'm just really tall. Yeah, sure you are. Maybe that's true. So we caved. Enjoy, fatties. Now you got your double XL Goy merch. Now you got your double XL Goy apparel. So you can wear it when you get the SpongeBob meal at Burger King. Fatties won.
So, he's realizing just how fat his fan base is. Now, the thing about 2XL merch, it's so much more material and it's harder to come by. Everybody buying 2XL knows it costs more. So somebody probably explained that to Nick. It's like, no, we'll charge double for 2XL. He's like, yeah, all right, let's sell them. Easy, does your shop have any 2XL merch?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I'd have to take a look. Yeah, you know what I would imagine? There are so many. He's right. There are so many fat fucks in the world today. I don't know what it is about Nick Fuentes, because while that was a funny line, I always feel uneasy watching him. Like something's wrong with him in some particular way.
Just wait. This is the lighthearted part of the segment. So again, there's that closeness, that rapport with his most ardent fans.
Italian beef, Chicago dog spot. I will judge you by your answer.
Oh my gosh, fuck you. I'm not telling you my spot because I don't want to see you faggots there.
Oh no.
You think I want to? First of all, I don't want to put any of you on. You're all Philistines. You know nothing. Second of all, I don't want to go and see you people there. I don't want to help you. What's your go-to beef spot? Shut the fuck up and fuck
off.
Open
door, $12.35, $20. Speaker.
I kind of do want to know what his go-to Italian beef spot is. I do love a nice Italian beef sandwich when I'm in Chicago. I only know Al's. I don't know. Where does Nick go? So he's not going to tell us, though, so we'll have to figure it out. Ohio Dave, he is retarded. What is wrong with him?
He said that is what is wrong with him.
Oh, that is what's right. He's not trying to be funny.
He's not trying to be funny.
He is not trying. Yes, JFK Head Junkie is 100% right. He is not trying to be funny. He's like, where's my Italian beef spot? Fuck you. So the problem is that there's this hatred inside of him, and there are things that used to make him happy. One of the things that used to make him happy was Trump, but the Epstein files really kind of fractured that relationship. This is a clip we may have shown, but it's one of my favorites. So he's talking about Trump here.
Many people have caught charges and for one reason or another, or had other issues. And now he says, if you're not on board with the Epstein cover-up, oh, I don't want your support. You're a weakling. Fuck you. Fuck you. You suck. You are fat. You are a joke. You are stupid. You are not funny. You are not as smart as you think you are.
Now, we've watched Trump for decades in the media. If any one of those things would actually cut and hurt him, which one do you think it would be?
Smart.
See, I would think it's being told he's not funny because he thinks he's hysterical, and sometimes he is. Some of the nicknames were great. Lil Marco, things like that. But so go ahead. I'm sorry.
He's pissed off about so he's like a big supporter of, he's like trying to defend children and women that are trafficked. Is that what he's?
No, we'll get to something that will.
I don't think he would care.
No, but they promised that they would release the Epstein files, and this was at the point where they were like, "You don't need to see it. You've got everything." This is before they actually came back out, so that was a little step into the Wayback Machine. This is kind of the rant that he's on right now.
Belong to the Republican Party. As a matter of fact, fuck the Republican Party.
It used to make him so happy. He was so proud. I mean, we've had those clips of when he was doing all those interviews with Tucker and Steven Crowder as a kid. The Republican Party made him so happy.
What has the Republican Party ever done for you other than piss you off? All they do is give you rage porn. All they do is create division. They say Somalians are low IQ garbage. Okay, well, did they investigate or deport any of them? No.
Oh, they did.
No, they just made you mad about it.
They have now.
They just pointed the finger and shifted the blame over there. They said, look over there. There's other bad people. And you fell for it. You took the bait.
So, I mean, I think that, he feels like it should be more, I think is where he's going. So this is why he's so angry. So is there a call to action? Is there something that he thinks his 2XL wearing, Chicago beef loving audience should do? He wants them to be motivated in a certain way.
Don't vote. Do not vote in the midterms.
Oh, okay.
The Republicans have to lose.
All right.
They have to lose. They have to crash and burn. A cleansing fire is the only thing that will save us. It cannot be fixed. Fuck them.
I'm glad you latched onto the same thing I did. A cleansing fire.
There must be a blitzkrieg at the polls.
Fuck Trump. Fuck MAGA. Fuck all this stuff. It can't be fixed. If it could have been fixed, it would have been fixed in 2025, but it wasn't. They made every mistake. Liberation Day, disaster. Doge, disaster. Big Beautiful Bill, disaster. Epstein files, disaster.
And then he goes on and he says the names of literally every Trump appointee.
This is theater, in my opinion. This is just staying ahead of the curve on the content and being the unhammered nail. There's nothing. This is easy to do. Just be the anti guy, and then you can live another day.
I do think he knows that this wave is coming. He feels like people aren't going to vote because you're not voting for Trump. And, except for Chad's missing upper lip, there's a lot of people who aren't happy with the way things are going. I'm talking about people who voted for Trump 3 times are like, wait, this isn't exactly what I wanted. We don't want to get on the soapbox, but I don't think anybody was looking for an invasion of Iran. I know I live in a state where gas is really expensive, but it did go up 55 cents in less than a week. So, if I'm noticing, I haven't heard Trump talk about how gas is under $2 in a while, by the way.
I like how everybody's all worried about 50 cents of gas, but 165 kids got blown up at a school. Whatever. But my gas is the problem.
This is my problem. Yeah. I don't put 55 kids inside my car, at least as far as you know. All right, so Nick is all fired up.
He'll say he's a Democrat plant.
He's talking
He's
about
a
himself.
Fed. He just wants to destroy. You know one thing? You'll never call me a sucker. I will never be a sucker.
Okay.
I will never be a sucker for the GOP.
No.
I'm never going to vote for a party that stabs me in the back. I take my own side.
Yeah.
The Republicans, they
an
never
hat
wanted
right
me anyway. They've made that clear. They see me as an anti-Semite racist. You know, I want the country to remain white. And
There was a moment where Carl was going to be here helping us out with super tips today, and I this was the moment where I was going to say, I don't know, Carl, Nick's making some sense right here. Yeah, he's like, yeah, they call me all these things just because I want the country to remain white. Listen, I know our chat. They're like, yeah, Nick's not angry. He's just speaking truth to power.
Remain white. And I don't want a Jewish oligarchy controlling America. I guess.
Oh, who in the chat does? Does anybody want a Jewish oligarchy ruling America? I don't think so.
That makes me a piece of shit, I guess, right?
I don't know.
They don't want that. They say I'm a racist, white supremacist, Nazi, anti-Semite. They literally issue resolutions disavowing me. So do the Democrats, too.
Yeah. I mean, they like you less, I think is the thing. So he's at least saying, like, yeah, I'm going to not vote. You know, that's his goal, is to not vote. But he expects Democrats to get power. And here's what he wants them to do when that happens.
You know what? I hope the Democrats impeach him. I hope the Democrats impeach all of them. I hope they indict everybody. I hope they depose and compel the release of documents. And I hope they find all the criminal behavior. And I hope it destroys the GOP.
I mean, none of
The thing
that
is,
will
nobody
happen.
cares.
Yeah.
Nobody really cares. Nobody gives a shit. And he's so serious. I can't think of anything in my life that I have been this serious about. I remember when my kid was in intensive care for 15 days, and I wasn't this serious. I was laughing more than I would on a regular day. This guy's a fucking psychopath.
Well, he is really bent out of shape over all of this, and he has a declaration that I think is really kind of saying goodbye to Hollywood, as they say.
Gonna go and shill for Republicans? Fuck you. Deeply. I wore this stupid hat. I wore this stupid fucking ridiculous hat when I was in college.
Those are pretty stupid hats, just for
Oh,
reference.
careful. You're going to get our asses kicked.
Oh, no, the blue one's stupid. Sorry.
Like an idiot. When I was 18, I had people threatening to kick my ass. I wore this in the cafeteria. I became a pariah. And look at what it has profited all of us.
You know,
they said, no more endless wars.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I want Charlie Kirk back. I want Charlie Kirk to trade places with this guy.
Oh, no, we don't want that. That's certainly not the kind of thing that we want to have.
Why
happen.
couldn't he have been the target as opposed to Charlie?
Nick doesn't leave his house very often.
Charlie Kirk, I mean, come on. He was at least he was like it was steeped in like doing the right thing religiously. I mean, I think.
Or how much of this has to do with the fact that Charlie Kirk was so much more handsome than Nick Fuentes?
God, I cannot stand this guy. God, I would so clap for joy if somebody took this guy out.
Well, no, just took him out on a date and bought him some dinner. Calverton says Nick must have just got through with a self-hate workshop and 30 minutes of dong lady porn. The Mexican that hates Mexicans. Okay. And Calverton's also said this earlier. The Guy Smiley of bigots. If you remember Guy Smiley, he's the game show host on Sesame Street. So he's a Muppet. But he does have a big smile. All right. So this is all making the case, which we can now move on to how filled with hate he is. Now, I asked a question in the title of this episode. Does Nick Fuentes need a hug? I don't know. Maybe. Piers Morgan said that he needed a lot more than that because he talked about how he'd never been with a woman. The thing that surprises me, and I thought that I guess this is a chat. This is a Rumble rant that comes in. I thought it was some kind of Hitler thing. No. So I'm going to let it play, and then we're going to talk about how he does find solace in this mad world.
3:01:18: Yes, Friday show. I want to wake up the members of my nation. Finish it, Nicker. It's your time to be. There's no chance unless you take one.
Okay, so that word in the chat that has Nick and then a couple letters on the end. That's something that people do with the super tip system. But that's why I thought that this song that's coming, I'm like, okay, I don't know what this is. I did have to Google it before I finished watching.
Wake up the members of my nation. It's your time to be. There's no chance unless you take one.
I didn't know what this was.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. He's going to tell you.
We watch a little iCarly. We watch a little iCarly. Nothing wrong with that. It's my comfort show.
So he's talking about how he is comforted by watching a show from, I don't know, about 20 some odd years ago. iCarly, which I think is a Nickelodeon show. If I'm wrong, it's a Disney Channel show. Same difference. I'm going to let him talk a little bit more about iCarly.
You know when you need to turn on a TV show?
Sure.
And you just need it to feel comfortable?
Of course.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you just want something on the TV that just makes you feel like you don't want to commit suicide all the time. Can anyone relate to that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, but I don't know that a teenager show from 2004 is necessarily the thing. But he'll explain.
Because you put on these other shows and it's so intense.
Yeah.
Or dramatic.
You know, good shows.
Or weird.
Well written, well acted.
And it's like I'm already like having issues. I don't need to watch other people have issues reminding me of my issues.
So here he at least knows he has issues. I think that that's important personal growth, Easy. I don't know if you agree or disagree, but I feel like that's really something for Nick.
Sometimes you just need to put something on TV that's just stupid and frivolous and comfortable.
Yeah, like our show.
Yeah,
it's like comfort food. You know, it's like eating your mom's recipe or something.
Yes.
I'm glad he said recipe.
For me, that's iCarly.
So he does talk about how it's from his childhood, and then he does have a moment of self-awareness for how this sounds.
It's one of those shows, you know, you just put it on. It's so chill. Miranda Cosgrove. W's in the chat. Is that creepy now that I'm older?
What?
She's older too, so there's nothing wrong
New
with
USN
that.
viewers since September sent $50.
I'm telling you.
Red heart emoji.
So yeah, so
That's
he's
what I
talking.
grew up with.
So he's talking about how, you know, the star of iCarly, Miranda Cosgrove, is older now, but not in the show from 20 years ago. And oh look, here's the whole cast with that guy from the Nickelodeon documentary, Dan Schneider. So these are the kids that he watches to unwind, and this is his normal way to blow off some steam. Is
the Dan Schneider guy the older one with the blue shirt?
Yeah, the creep.
He's the one that would do weird things to kids.
Allegedly, maybe there were some
Possibly.
things in a documentary that were alleged that he might have something to, you know, might have a foot fetish, that sort of thing. So, if I was really smart with Photoshop, I would have probably put Nick's face on that, and then I would have cut to that right now. But I was just baffled that he has all that hate, especially for the GOP, for himself, for Trump, and then he's like, "Yeah, but I watch iCarly." All right, and I know we spent some time really exploring this. What do you make of Nick Fuentes now that you know that this is how he unwinds?
And I've heard more than one person say he hates himself. What does he say that? I hate me?
No, I don't think so. It's an easy conclusion to draw when somebody is just that full of hate that perhaps they hate themselves, you know?
All right.
Yeah.
He makes me uncomfortable. He's a fucking idiot.
We'd been looking at him a lot, so I thought maybe we would take a break for a little while, but now that he's telling people to not vote, I thought it was a good time to go back in on Nick. And I'm not going to lie, the thumbnails and the algorithm, when we mention him,
they work.
A lot of people watch the show.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just
do.
being honest. Yeah, exactly. So, but anyway, so let us know what you think of Nick. Anything in there? There hasn't been a super chat in a while. I would check for Rumble rants, but fortunately, we're over here. Somebody else in the political sphere who maybe hates things about themselves is Bill Clinton, who was being deposed about the Epstein files. And we have a couple of reasonably quick clips, but I like this one because look at his face and look at what his lawyer, the woman sitting to our right as we look at it, decides she has to do. He's looking at pages from the Epstein files. I've heard it described that these are hot tub pictures. Okay, so you've already got that look on his face. He's practically drooling over them. And his lawyer's like, what the fuck are you doing? No, he's like, and he tries to get him back. He's like, no, look at this one. I'm not here. I'm right off camera because I was smart enough. He's like, oh yeah. And that guy had a huge dong. But look how excited he is. This is
Mr. President, we have about 5 minutes remaining in the majority's first hour.
I like when he checks his watch. He's like, really? Okay. So anyway, I just love how excited he is to be, looking at this evidence. And even when his lawyer tries to take it away.
And those were the hot tub pics that everybody's
That's my understanding, but also it's probably funnier, whoever described it that way.
Right.
Now, this clip is very uncomfortable. In fact, our buddy Adam Bush shared this on WATP last week. I saved this to show with EZ, but if there is a $10 super chat, we will, of course, give that all the attention. Clueless Boomer says, thanks for bringing the channel back, Christian. It's like Tom Myers told me when we were hanging with Kevin Brennan at the Wawa. No matter where you go, there you are. Tom Myers was in the chat earlier. It was good to see him. I know he doesn't always have time for this show. And Hearns55 became a YouTube member. Thank you. You get the bonus episodes, and you can watch WATP record on Saturdays.
Hey, has Tom been a target of who are these podcasts since we exposed him to being actually a legendary comic? Has that?
Yeah. Yes, they have.
They
have not let up on Tom.
No, they haven't. Okay.
No, and
All
they
right.
really went in on us too.
Well, they did.
Mostly me, because everybody knows that I'm the one who puts the show together. I do believe the quote was Eric Zane's the funny one on the show, and I'm like, yeah, even I know that. Like, can't sue you for slander. But somebody who is, of course, worried about what he says is Bill Clinton. And look at that. Hi, Clueless Boomer. Tom, thanks for hanging out. We're glad to see you. And Tom, you have any thoughts on what we're about to see from Bill Clinton being asked questions by Nancy Mace that make him very uncomfortable, and honestly makes me a little uncomfortable to watch him squirm like this?
One of the witnesses who testified in the Epstein cases that Epstein said, you quote, like them young. Why would Epstein say that about you?
Are you asking his opinion? You're asking him to think about why Mr. Epstein would say something about him?
Why would Epstein say that about?
So this is a great lawyer. Like, he didn't even get his mouth open. And then when he does try to talk, she puts her hand up like, no, you're not answering this fucking question.
Right.
Like, oh, you're supposed to know what he thinks?
You try to be in Mr. Epstein's mind and guess at what Mr. Epstein would have thought about.
Clinton likes them young, referring to girls.
See that look on his face? He's like, well, I mean, there have been some times. No, I got to focus, damn it.
First of all, that's not true.
What's not true?
That I have any interest in underage.
I didn't say underage. I said young.
Oh, Bill, God damn it. This is why your lawyer's trying to get you to shut up.
God, he's
and that's
terrible.
why she didn't say underage, God damn it.
In his goddamn body language. I mean,
Yeah.
this couldn't look more terrible.
Yeah. And Nancy Mace sometimes I feel like may have had some head trauma recently, but she does kind of nail him right here.
But it's still not true.
Is an intern young?
Oh,
Yes. At my age, anybody younger than I am.
Did you
is
know
young.
Jeffrey Epstein instructed a witness to deny you were ever on his island?
You see the way
ill,
that
by
his
the
coffee
way.
cup is shaking?
He's sick. Either he's scared shitless or he's
I don't think
fucking
he's
gonna
scared
die.
shitless. I think he's just old. And somebody, Ohio Dave says he looks like Jimmy Carter at the end. Bill's been around. Bill hasn't been president for a very long time.
In his 80s?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he is. And the lost, I don't know, this person. I did not insert that cigar in properly. I just wanted, and yeah, I mean, listen, the point that Ohio Dave makes is Nancy has great cans. That's what really matters. So this is an incredibly uncomfortable clip to watch. And I think that Nancy Mace, really, was ready for him to give the wrong answer and ask some more questions. And we just watched it. But I thought that what would be better is if we watch Andrew Schultz and Charlemagne the God watch the same clip.
Okay.
This was crazy.
Yeah.
This was crazy.
The witnesses who testified in the Epstein cases that Epstein said, you quote, like them young.
By the way, I don't like this crotch shot camera angle.
Yeah.
I think that there's
Sit
a lot
like
of
adults.
Yeah. You could put the picture, tilt the camera up, put the picture like over the bookshelf. But no.
Why would Epstein say that about you?
Are you asking his opinion? You're asking him to think about why Mr. Epstein would say
Correct.
something
Why
about him.
why would Epstein say that
So
about
she's
the
asking you
president?
to try to be in Mr. Epstein's mind and guess at what Mr. Epstein would have thought about.
Clinton likes them young, referring to girls.
And Bill's thinking so hard.
First of all, that's not true.
What's not true?
What's not true, Bill?
That I have any interest in underage.
I didn't say underage. I said young.
Got him.
But it's still not true.
Got him.
Is an intern young?
Got him.
Yes.
Got him. Got him.
Oh, man.
Got him.
Damn.
See,
Finish him,
he
Nancy.
was
That's
rehearsing
great.
the underage thing. He was expecting that.
But she just
She
said
didn't
young.
say underage. She
Yeah.
said young.
Man, I hope neither of these guys ever do anything wrong where we can sit and watch clips of
Right.
them and then remember how
I don't know
gleeful
why
they-
Clinton didn't just say, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm old. Do you see the way my hands
The
shake?
question was, why would he say Bill likes him young?
Yeah.
And you just have to say, I don't know why he'd say that.
Yeah, I mean, he says...
And just don't say another fucking word. Instead, all that,
Yeah. Like, you didn't know Jeff like I did. He said some crazy shit. You're just going to have to take my word for it. I wanted to talk about something significant that happened in the political world, which is the very simple fact that we all know Dan Crenshaw.
Oh, yes.
Here he is next to the Stop the Insanity lady, Susan Powder from the early 90s. Here he is on Saturday Night Live when they had to apologize for making fun of his eye patch. So
that.
Dan Crenshaw lost his primary in Texas. So he will not be able to run for re-election. And you know who tracked him down that night? Our buddy primetime Alex Stein. So Alex tried to get
Carl's buddy. Carl's buddy.
Yeah, and we played some great clips of Alex Stein on this show. So let's take a look.
Dan, I bet you didn't see that loss coming, Dan. Dan, did you see that loss coming? Crenshaw, you took the L. Hey, Crenshaw, you took the L. Did you see that coming? I know you only got one eye, Cyclops.
This guy's a combat veteran. I wouldn't call him Cyclops even in front of all those people. Remember, we once had a clip about how he wants to beat the shit out of Tucker Carlson. John Melendez has said he has balls of steel. Is nothing compared to what Alex Stein does.
You lost. Did you do a good job?
And,
Where he is? Okay, there he is.
The fact that they put that in there.
He
It says
wrote
loser
gay
Dan-
eye patch.
Loser Dan Crenshaw, gay eye patch.
Why does he hate him so much?
I think that people were disappointed by really just his performance and his stance on the issues. I think he wasn't as diehard as people wanted him to be. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Dan, great job on your election, brother. You're a loser. We got your ass, Dan. You're a loser. Great job, dude. Are you scared? Is that why you're walking away?
So he's having fun there. Chaz Music Upper Lip says Stein is getting tiresome. I disagree. I love that.
Well, that was an excellent moment, right?
Yeah.
There. If I'm that strong reaction of uncomfortableness, that takes a lot of nerve to do that shit. I think I always find that interesting.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I've got Trump had an event where he talked about college sports. This is almost nothing to do with it. It's an instance of how reporters think that they're really part of the story and that they're better known than really they are. So you're going to hear this feeling of familiarity with the president of the United States, and Trump has no time for shit like that. So listen carefully to the reporter.
As you know, my son, Joe, is a high-level D1 athlete, third-year relief pitcher.
Okay, so he says, as you know, my son, Joe, is a high-level D1 athlete, a third-year relief pitcher.
Okay.
University of Maryland. How would I know that? Where very involved. He said, as you know. Because I've told you. I've told you that. That's all right. Thank you. But the eligibility thing.
Who cares what he wanted to talk about? Trump's just like,
totally
how
embarrassed.
The fuck would I know that?
Trump, and then the guy, did you hear the guy goes, I told you that. Yeah, like he's gonna pay attention to what some fucking putz in the reporter field, what a stupid kid does.
The real moment from this event is Trump was basically saying good afternoon, thanks to everybody for coming, and then somebody has to open their mouth, and you'll recognize the voice.
Mr. President.
Yeah, please.
Mr. President.
Hi, Ted.
Oh yeah, so he says, "Hi, Ted." Ted Cruz doesn't want the event. Ted Cruz does not want the event to end.
I want to thank you and echo the thanks for bringing this group
Watch what Trump
together.
does while he
And
talks.
I want to in particular underscore the urgency that we have heard around this table. College sports is in absolute crisis.
You think about anything.
Every single week,
Marco.
we're seeing another program.
He's a
being
real
canceled.
F-slur, isn't he?
We're seeing another
Yeah.
women's team being
I know, he
canceled.
loves musical
We're seeing
theater.
Olympic
Have you seen
teams
his
being
wife?
Canceled.
She's so fucking
and
ugly.
The current chaos.
Yeah, I know. He
if-
kisses my ass.
If
It's like that,
Congress
yeah.
doesn't act,
Yeah. No. Anyway, so he just like, oh, fuck you,
Doesn't even
Ted.
pay attention to him.
No, he doesn't give a shit. He's the way that we all feel about Ted Cruz is old Lion Ted. You know, I was talking about the good nicknames before. Lion Ted was a good one. Former sports reporter Michelle Tafoya is running for office, and here in California, I believe. And she had this wild claim where even Greg Gutfeld and his panel can't go along with it.
30% of Californians are homeless on any given night. 30%. That is the largest margin by far.
30%?
I think it's 28. So
the look on his face, Gutfeld pretty much it says it all. 30% of Californians are homeless. 30%. A state with millions, hundreds and millions of people. 30%.
close to 30% of their population is homeless on any given night.
Does that just mean they go out to dinner and they're not at home?
Maybe.
So we got jokes.
Not a bad joke.
Trying to play along. Yeah, that's cat tips.
Witnesses.
So,
back to Bill.
I mean, I don't know the population, but I'm guessing it's at least 100 million people.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, I live here.
So that would mean 30 million homeless people in California.
Yeah, right, exactly. So, so it's just such a crazy idea. And the real Anthony Cumia, who we know isn't the real Anthony Cumia, says Crenshaw is a former Navy SEAL, more like a Nancy SEAL, loser. And Dr. Scotty Jones does point out, Alex Stein stole my act, John Melendez. So, yeah.
I don't think it was your act. I think it was Howard's act that he made you do it.
And what is it, Chad? Is it like 50 million people in California? The point is 30% of them aren't homeless. And are you too retarded? Chad, you watch the show every week. What would make you think that Eric Zane and I are not retarded?
I had my arms comfortably folded, and now I have to look it up because
Thanks
of
to Chad.
you
All right, well, you know what? You don't have to because Calverton's 39.5. All right. So
all right.
let's
Who gives
see.
a fuck?
Yeah.
Even if it's 1 million homeless people, and it's not.
Yeah.
39, let's just say 40 million, dick.
Yeah, exactly. All right, but that's the point. That's the joke. I don't know how many people live here. I haven't done the census, and
That means 12
and
million
keep in mind, Chad's missing upper lip. I was keeping in mind the illegals here. Okay, so that's probably why. We've lost Christy Nome, gone too soon. I do believe that she got taken out back like one of her dogs. But before she was gone, she had a truly wild claim here that I don't think anybody in the room believed for a second.
That have been partnering with ICE, they said that they had detained a cannibal and put him on a plane to take him home. And while they had him in his seat, he started to eat himself. and they had to get him off and get him medical attention. These are the kind of deranged individuals that are on our streets in America that we're trying to target and get out of our country because they are so deranged they don't belong here. And they shouldn't be walking the streets with our children.
Yes. So law enforcement starts to say that the tale about the cannibal was a complete fabrication, and that isn't even what got her fired. But the idea is like he was trying to use his own arm. I'm like, I don't think you understand how they work. And real Anthony Cumia, thanks for the 39 million unemployed, all TV sitcom writers.
I was reading about the what is it, Corey Lewandowski?
Yeah,
is it Corey or Casey?
Corey.
That she's taking that guy to Pound Town.
Oh, yeah. That's
she wouldn't answer the question when they said, "Are you porking Lewandowski?" And she wouldn't answer yes or no.
Yeah, I mean, Trump made reference to it, we have before we move on from politics, which, we've been here a while. I get it. I understand. And this is a terrible thing. I don't know why you put this up, Zane. Chaz missing upper lip says, I wish Christy Nome would dog sit Zane's dogs. That is such a terrible thing.
My hands were not on a mouse. It was our third wheel, Ronaldo, who's Carl hired, and I'm not that fond of him.
So, do you know Congressman Tony Gonzalez? Have you heard of his story? Yeah. So he had to, he had an affair with a member of his staff, and that person unalived themselves. They went to Greenland. I think they set themselves on fire. So here he is. This is about a week ago when he was still trying to do the comeback tour.
Very, very direct, Pags. I made a mistake, and I had a lapse in judgment, and there was a lack of faith. And I take full responsibility for those actions. Since then, I've reconciled with my wife, Angel. I've asked God to forgive me, which he has.
Okay.
God has forgiven him.
All right.
Can you show me the receipt?
Right.
How do you know that God forgave you?
Yes. Well, these morons that listen to the PAG show,
yes,
and he is a moron. His audience is the worst. That is all you need to say. And 100% of that audience will believe this guy. I can promise you.
Yes. Except that he had to drop his reelection bid. Because the House, this is after that clip. The House opened an inquiry into the affair because she did indeed take her life. And by the way, in the chat, the great Hack Ride. Great to see Hack Ride. Rest in peace. Eric, losing a father is brutal and changes you irrevocably. On the plus side, he wasn't around to hear that boys under the desk blowjob joke. It's a great point.
Thank you, Hack Ride. You're very kind, and I appreciate all of what you just did. Yes. You're very sweet.
Thank you for thanks for the 5. All right. So I think that is way more politics than anybody tunes in for. People tune in for 2 things: Bears and sports.
Who are these sports? You know what I'm saying? Who are these sports? Let's see who's playing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what's society.
Our first clip is one you sent me, Easy. This is an interesting and unique coaching tandem. I think I'm going to let it play, and then we'll see what's going on here.
He's scared to get the rebound. He's scared to get the rebound.
In Tarboro, North Carolina,
We have to make sure. We have to have no game.
there are technically 2 Coach Besses for the high school basketball team.
Should I call you Coach Chris, little Coach Chris?
Whatever you want to call me.
All right, I like calling you Coach Chris.
Coach Reggie Bess is the head coach for the
Oh, you
men's team, and over the
fuckhead.
past few years, his now 6-year-old son Chris has become famous both on social media and in town for his coaching role.
What do you like to do with the guys?
Coach him.
Coach them?
Fillet
It's an
them.
honor.
No.
Reggie says Chris started mimicking him on the sidelines even before he could talk, and it grew from there. Now it's at the point where Chris likes to dress as a coach even when he's at home, which Mom loves.
He'll go get a Nike sweatsuit 2 or 3 times throughout the night or throughout the day. He'll switch out. And she's like, Crystal, what are you doing? You got me washing all these clothes.
So, Easy, if you were on this team, How quickly would you ask to transfer to any other school?
I don't know about you, but whenever there's kids that act like adults, I always want to punt them. I cannot stand this kid. I would put my foot through that kid's head. That little dick.
I get the feeling that the team feels the same way.
Right. Whatever this is
Of
again,
course, Chris has much more.
you said they're the Tarboro Tars. Or
Well,
something like that. Is that what they're called?
That was one of the things that wasn't lost on me. Is that well, you see certain demographic breakdown that I don't know. I don't want to use any words, but the town is called Tarboro. Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought they were like the Tarboro.
What y'all got going on? Making me look bad.
Chris usually stays
he's
here
getting
an
all that
assistant
from
coach
his
at the end of
dad.
the bench. It has the
He's
important
gonna
job of
walk up to
bringing
some
Daddy's
random
clipboard
chick and
mark.
punch her in the face.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I guess that this team uses the Vikings logo, so there's probably another reason that you could probably direct some hate his way.
Yeah. There's nothing about this kid that I like. I do not like this child.
Sometimes during the game, we have to tell him to get off the court. Telling Christopher that on game day is like talking to a brick wall.
You're a parent. I'm a parent. There's times where talking to your kid is like a brick wall, and it's easier to just kind of let it go. But when he's interfering with organized sports, maybe the kid doesn't have to come to every game. I mean, somebody might suggest that.
Yeah.
But
Kids are seen, not heard at that age. Okay. Last thing you want to do is hear a kid. So I'm all for someone on the court putting a foot right in this kid's back. Like, I wouldn't be happy until I saw this kid drinking from a straw only to get food.
You always have to go to the worst place, don't you? It's when I think I know the depths to where Eric Zane's willing to go. Well, I have not been able to show this clip because we've been so busy, and then you weren't here last week. There was an incident on the soccer pitch, and we're gonna have to describe what happens for our audio audience, but I want our YouTube audience, and thank you for being here on YouTube and not on Rumble. I want them to see what happened. Oh, he kicks the ball, and it just nails this bird, and this player rushes over.
Okay.
It's and he's like, it's a seagull, and I think he's jerking it up. No, he's doing CPR.
CPR.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's successful.
Well, he really works on resuscitating it, and I don't know that they don't call it the time of death, but I also don't get the feeling that he was successful. But
no,
he gives it a level of care that I think none of us would do. And he's like, all right, well, I'm going to stop playing the game now and see what I can do. This is an amateur soccer game. So I guess
this guy's a big animal lover. He's
yeah.
Oh,
but
fuck.
It reminded me of, one of the greatest sports clips of all time when the big unit Randy Johnson was on the mound. There's just feathers everywhere.
Yeah, I think when I remember seeing this clip, I think there's like a nude bird carcass that you can see.
So it like all the feathers
there it
and
is.
then the bird just flies. All the feathers get knocked off from what's probably 101 mile per hour fastball.
Yeah.
And there's no trying to resuscitate that bird after and just what does it take? What is and look, this is the only time I've ever seen it happen. So that's probably what the odds are in, the century plus of baseball. Just this idea where, and that's a good memory, easy, that the bird is skinned immediately. And, just got to keep playing. But the audience, the audience.
When Foghorn Leghorn would blow up the TNT, he had more feathers on him than that bird that Randy Johnson hit.
Yes, I think that is entirely accurate. And look, that's a fun one. They had the LA Marathon here in LA, And there's a crazy finish to this. As always, it's a marathon, so the Kenyan's about to win.
Seconds.
Okay, how close is Michael from here? Is he within eyesight from us?
He's in the last. I don't know.
Here he comes.
Right,
Here he comes. So let's get right back down to the finish line so we can watch Michael
down the street.
Here. Michael Kamau from Kenya.
Kenyan should have a rearview mirror or something.
The guy behind him is like a locomotive. Look at him go.
And he didn't knock him over, but I think that the Kenyan collapses because he realizes,
the
how the fuck did I just lose that?
Yeah.
Marathon champion.
This dude.
I'm not sure.
Nowhere because we can only see.
He's already talking.
We have to see that playback to see exactly what.
Wow. Now, did you see the postscript as to why he lost?
Well, he said that he was led the wrong way.
Yeah, I
And
saw the
also,
video.
He said something about a woman got in the way, but I don't see that in this.
She did, but she didn't.
But it wasn't in. It wasn't like in the final stretch that she got in the way.
It was. It was probably 30 to 30 seconds to a minute prior than what we just
prior to
saw.
that. Okay.
And
that's
the
why I don't
lead
see it.
car, you had a couple lead cars and a couple cops. They veer off because they don't want cop cars on the final stretch.
Yeah.
And he followed the cops.
I don't think that's this guy's fault.
Yes.
He followed the cops.
But had he not done that, like, let's say, because he was sucking shit at the end of that race.
Yeah.
That's why but even if he had was doing that poorly to finish the race, had he not made that wrong turn, which ate up about 10 seconds, he would have still won.
But I don't have any dog in this fight, and I love something like that. And Chad's missing upper lip. I don't even know if I understand this. Usually the cops follow him.
Usually the cops follow him. No, I was telling you, but you're not listening. The cops were leading, so I don't get what your reference is.
Yeah, we don't always know. Yeah, Chad's a problem drinker. We don't really know. So, we've featured a lot of clips of Bill Maher on this show over the years, but never one like this where he's sitting courtside at a Lakers game. And
bends a little bit. Look like an offensive lineman.
This is after a
my
little
computer
mishap.
from my bag. You
see
can take
this.
my clothes. Just don't take my
So-
board.
This is what he's talking about, folks, right here.
So a monitor gets knocked over, and Bill Maher gets, braced, as it were, and he's trying to show that he's got a cut on his finger.
Bends a little bit. Look like an offensive lineman. My computer from my bag. You can take my clothes. Just don't take my board.
This is what he's talking about, folks, right?
I love that. And yeah, you probably shouldn't be sitting that close. I understand.
Because if there's a star there that you hate, that's a great opportunity for the basketball player to, if he hates them, to just level somebody. Like if somebody hates Bill Maher.
Yeah. Right. No, exactly. And our final clip, and I remembered I want to play the voicemails, and we have just enough time to play voicemails.
Look at you.
Yeah, see?
Look at you.
It was your job to remember, but it's all right because I remembered. Well, I'm sorry for our audience, but baseball's back, and the World Baseball Classic is going on, and something really totally unexpected happened when Shohei Ohtani came to the plate for Team Japan when the bases were loaded. And of course, this is the Japanese broadcast.
Batting count. 2 ball 1 strike. 打って高く上がった下がって入った大谷が捉えた
I mean, that guy might have Japanese Tourette's, but I love what he's saying.
大谷のバットが大きな一本を生み出しました。満塁グランドスラム。
I wanted to make sure I got it when he said Grand Slam.
I love that. I love that. I love this. As the real Anthony Cumia said, for Zane, you're going to read my super chat, you coward. Sorry. Zane, you ever going to finish painting that wall? Maybe. Don't know when.
That's a good, honest answer. I appreciate that. Maybe during the show, you could do a coat while you just move your setup back.
I get so much going on during the week, and then the weekends I like to not do anything.
Yeah, well, I guess that makes sense. As we have often mentioned, you can indeed leave a voicemail for this show. you can leave that voicemail at for WATB. You have to say it's for WATB. 585-612-1388. Just like a couple of people have done. So we actually have 2 voicemails. That's how long it's been that I've been meaning to get to voicemails, that we actually have 2. One of them is from a friend who's called in before. This is a new voicemail that we haven't played yet, but from it's a repeat visit.
Carl, it's Husey. Pearl Jam stinks. It saddens me to report the significant amount of revenue your channel has lost due to the fact that Christian Bladt and Eric Zane, on who are these broadcasters, read all of the poor chats.
Yeah, we do that.
Comes to the tune of approximately $8,000, which is about the price of a new reverse osmosis system. I recommend a thorough accounting and a reprimand. Roasted. Hit the like button.
It's the best part. And I know who that is now. But of course, that's our friend Husey. And we got another one.
This is a message for Christian Bladt and EZ for WATB because they don't get very many callers. EZ, show us your taint again. Do it. It was funny. Get Carl suspended again.
No.
That was also funny.
No.
Didn't get him suspended.
Men's buttholes. Hilarious. Anyway,
got a good set of
don't call me
pipes.
back.
He's got a good voice. I like his voice.
I like that he gave a little moi at the end.
Yeah.
So, yes, as we said, you can indeed leave us a voicemail. I know I've put the number up quite a few times. Don't use this opportunity to leave a voicemail for Dabbleverse Live. Call 585-612-1388 and leave a voicemail for this show. And this show will be back on Tuesday. What were you going to say, Easy?
I was going to say, I've twice dodged bullets. If you remember, okay, I showed the taint that we never got in trouble for that. And then I put that cock on the screen when Carl was on here with us. Remember that one? I clicked on the super chat or whatever, or the chat, and the guy's avatar was a big stiff dick. But I had no clue because I was reading the words and not looking at the picture.
You don't know what a dick is when it's big and stiff. It's not the way you're
Carl goes, get that off. I go, what did I do? It's a cock, he said.
We really do have fun here, and we're coming up on 3 years. This summer will be our third year doing this show.
What month will be?
August, I think. Maybe
Okay.
September, but yeah.
There you go, Jamingo. Jamingo was like, oh yeah, it's a good last 3 weeks, you fat fuck.
Okay, to be fair to Jamingo, which there's no reason you need to do that. There were a lot of people that said that.
They're morons.
I give it 3 weeks, and I think that the number we need to get to is episode number 153 or 154. After that, whatever happens. We need to go longer than Who Are These Socials? That's the only thing that I want.
What number are we on now?
137.
Oh, we're gonna crush it.
Yeah, exactly. So hope that everybody is excited to be along for the ride, and thanks for another fun show. Easy. Sorry. Hamilton Burger.
Bingo is what Easy calls all black people. No, you animal. What the fuck is wrong with you?
And Quantavia's from Florida. Congrats on 3 years of mediocrity. I will take it because it's actually much more kind than what we usually get. Just mediocrity. And yeah. So Easy, where else can people find you apart from this show next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific?
Thank you, my friend. I have a show on Twitch that I do daily, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern. I'm sorry, I fucked that up every time. Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern. Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern. Audio of that, wherever you download shows. Patreon as well. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. There you go.
And you can find me on social media at Christian DMZ. And as you can see on the screen, the social media for the radio show that I do with Eric Nagel and Lucy Tightbox. Is it worth watching? Just go to @WorthWatchShow on X. You'll get all the info you need there. There'll be more.
How many episodes are under your belt yet?
We're recording number 3 tomorrow.
So. And how do I find out where I can listen?
It's a great question. As soon as I have an answer, I'll let you know.
Oh,
no,
you said that the guy who syndicates it is right here where I live?
He's in Grand Rapids, yeah.
Well, tell the fucker we got to go out to lunch.
Okay.
Let's network, do all that shit.
And I'll have him bring a thumb drive of all the episodes, and then you can just listen to it that way. And then you don't have to download
I'm not listening.
Oh, that's Lucy's on it.
Oh, okay. If I can watch. But her voice is so beautiful, too. I mean,
That's
my God.
true.
Everything about her. Everything about her is brilliant.
She's
Brilliant.
delightful.
Absolutely brilliant.
We're honored to be on the same earth as the great Lucy Tightbox. And my personal podcast is the Blattcast, BLADTCAST. We got some big shows coming up. Our annual Oscar wrap up, which we'll be doing on this show next week because the Oscars are on Sunday. I know everybody in our audience knows exactly when the Academy Awards are. I'm sure that no one will make really obnoxious political statements during that time. Easy. And
I hope they bring the Tourette's guy out. That would be outstanding.
That would actually be amazing. And of course, 100 Songs That Define Heavy Metal is available wherever podcasts can be found, hosted by Metal Blade Records CEO Brian Slagle. So we'll be back here next Tuesday. And as I always like to say, this is Christian Bladt reminding you that every mic is a hot mic. But thanks for bringing the channel back, Christian. It's like Tom Myers told me when we were hanging with Kevin Brendan at the Wawa. No matter where you go, there you are. See you next Tuesday, everybody.